Do you want to be on my intro? Come on then. Oops. Maybe just do that.
Oops.
That's good.
That's good. Hi. I just popped in to see my gorgeous girl because she wasn't feeling well and she looks like $1 million.
Ding!
Ding!
Okay. I have to get into this video now.
Okay.
But Mum just stopped by to say hi because I wasn't feeling well this morning.
Hi.
But we're probably going to cut that out.
But I got to go now because I only popped by. See you.
Hi guys, I'm Jerusha and you're watching Jerusha Couture TV. Stopping in today to have another chitter chatter video with you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, this will probably go up a couple of days after a post that I put on Instagram, but this is going to be a chitter chatter video, thoughts and I guess trivia all about the Pochette Metis. I want to go over it. I want to just nut out some details and some thoughts across the board, across the community and that I've had, and yeah, just sort of chat about it with you guys. There is going to be quite a few shout outs in this video, quite a few people I mention. I know this can irritate some people when they watch it. If that irritates you, get your life X out of this video. I'm sorry, but I need to mention people in the community. So starting up on my nails, to just show you because I will get asked, it is Dare It Nude 162 from Essence. I'm probably due for a fill in about a week, so we just have that colour on at the moment. I am needing some tea. If you hear wind going crazy outside, the sky is falling in at the moment. There's crazy wind outside in Sydney, so we need a cup of tea in my tea forward mug by EllandEmm. Super EllandEmm ambassador, as you guys probably know. So into this video, this is the culprit whom we are talking about. I want to start out by saying I don't particularly have an order in which I'm going to go with this video, so it's really sort of free-flowing, just chatting with you guys, but I will start up by sort of telling the story, what's led me to make a video to go over this item. Well, firstly, my personal experience with it was I got this item on an exchange, I unboxed this item, and then I did a how I pack my purse from my GST into this bag, which you may have seen. I will link all these videos below for you so you can go back and see what I'm talking about. And then I just did a couple of videos ago how I pack my purse from this into my Speedy 25 bandolier. That video kind of caused a little bit of a stir, not so much in a negative sense. That's not what I mean at all in this video. If I say, you know, I got a lot of interest on it, it doesn't mean negative. It means questions. It means I always want to have answers for you guys, and sometimes I might not have the answers, and truthfully Louis Vuitton might not have the answers, and that's what I want to clear up in this video. So in that video I had some really great response. Heaps of people were like, thank you for being so honest, thank you for telling me what you thought. I want to outline right now that was just my thoughts after 1 week of using this bag. It wasn't like a hater bashing on this bag. I got some people saying, oh my gosh, and emailing me, how can you not like the Pochette Metis after all this time, blah blah blah. And then other people saying, yeah, good on you, like we don't like it either. And I was like, no, that's not what I'm saying. One girl, hi love, who's followed me was concerned that I was really unhappy. She was like, you seem really unhappy. That wasn't it at all. I am me. I am always me. I come across, you meet me in person, you will be like, girl, she is the same as she's on camera. This is who I am. So I'm not always going to be incredibly happy about something, and we should share that as well. So shout out to my friend Tanya, LV, handbag LVR. She, what was it on? I think a zippy coin purse, Tanya. She said it was a disappointing purchase, and she you know, mentioned that in a video too, and I think that's really important that we do mention, you know, things that aren't what we are looking for or what we expect, because then that gives such an all-around perspective and an all-around opinion on the item or the house, like the brand, of things of that nature, sales associates or things like that. And it gives you a really nice rounded view on these items. In saying that, the biggest shout out or person I have to mention in this video is a young girl who's just started her YouTube channel, Miss MaddieShops. Hi Maddie. Her video on this item I just watched the other night, and truthfully in the post that I put up on Instagram I said I was shattered. I was sitting there watching it with sort of my jaw on the floor, just listening to her say, like, I felt her feelings and I felt her, I don't know, her heart sink when she saw me unbox it. And then she had bought the item and she was so utterly confused, and even more so confused by Louis Vuitton when she started to probe and ask what was going on and what's this about these models and design changes. And then Vuitton just confused her even more, which I don't even want to talk about it. Get your life. They told her that pretty much us people on YouTube are just selling, like, showing fakes. Don't even get me started on the zhuzh. I was just, when she said that, I was like, what? Can you imagine? I was like, get your life. My husband's like, what are you doing? And I got all like Jerusha Couture on their ass. So the fact that she was so utterly confused made my heart sink. Mainly because, you know, I had something to do with that. I really did. She watched the unboxing of this bag, my bag, and was confused. So therefore I am involved in it. And I was just like, I was saddened. I was like, I don't want her to be confused because of that. That is my first really big point. This item is quite confusing. I would say so. If you don't know the item and you're just seeing it for the first time, whether it's through YouTube or you go in the store and you see it, I admit you would probably get very confused. This is the Pochette Metis. Pochette Metis, that's the other thing. The correct saying is Metis, it is not Metis, the S is not silent. And I was told that by a French lady that works at George Street. It simply is the pochette version of the boho bag, the Metis. I will throw a picture in here. You probably all know the Metis. It was a huge hit about 2-3 years ago, and this is the Pochette Metis version. They roughly came out about, I think, 4 to 5 months apart. The Metis came out first, and then the Pochette Metis came out. The Pochette Metis is simply the front pocket of the Metis bag. It is the front pocket. It has the sharp envelope and it has the very iconic S-lock. Then you would have the whole Metis boho attached to the back of it if it was that whole bag. It's not. It is simply the pochette version. This front compartment is basically the front pocket of the Metis. Then they reinterpret it by making the Pochette Metis. It has 3 compartments, and that is simply what these 2 models in this Metis line is. This bag has, yes, definitely become an absolute hit in our community. I just want to clear up now that I have a very, very teeny small part to play in that. I am getting emails and questions on Facebook saying, you know, you drove this along, you know, it's all because of you. It is totally not because of me. I promise you that. I am like last in line to get this bag. This is simply because of amazing, amazing collectors like StanleyDragonJR, hi babe. Shanti from Shanti TV, hi babe. This is old school stuff. When something sort of surges in the community and gets sort of strength and everyone sort of thinks, hey, that'll fit my lifestyle here, or this will work for me there, then it starts to sort of all flow and everyone picks up on it. This is not a problem. This is just fantastic. There is all different opinions out there, and as I said before, really good. All different opinions is great because it makes it really well-rounded, but I think a huge surge in a style is great. It's not a copycat situation. Someone told me you're all copycats, you're all part of one world army for Louis Vuitton. I mean, each to their own. If that's what you think, that's fine. But somewhere in everybody who's purchased these items lifestyle, this bag fits. It fits for mummies. It fits for active people who are riding their bikes to work. Nastasia M53 sits flat as a crossbody. It works for business people who have to walk on foot around cities if you work downtown. It works for college students for your personal belongings and your uni bag. And it works for, you know, bloggers. And so we should be wearing this around. And I think it should be celebrated. You know, there's all different opinions out there, but there's people bashing this bag, saying, you know, it's just a cult favorite, blah, blah, blah. They don't like the features, the vachetta, of course, on monogram. Each to their own. That is completely fine. If you don't like it, don't buy it. So going over the model situation, this is the trivia that got my dear Maddie quite confused, and many other subbies that emailed me, especially when I unboxed it. This is what got everyone very, very confused. Let me just take the strap off so I'm not sort of fanging it around in my face. Okay, I want to tell you personally, where I first saw this bag for my preference and for me to buy it was on my gorgeous friend Karis's YouTube channel, LVloverCC. Hi Karis! She's so gorgeous. She purchased it, she sold it, and then she repurchased it. When she first purchased it, I watched that unboxing and I loved it then. And she purchased this original model. There are 3 models of this Pochette Metis. 3 and 3 only. There is this model. So this is the original model that has the vachetta leather pull on the back zipper. That's one thing. And then on the inside, it has the extra flat compartment pocket. You can see it there that my made-in stamp is attached to. So this is the original first ever model of the Pochette Metis. Then there is the second model, which does not have the interior flat pocket. This is gone, and it still has the vachetta leather pull on the back. Shout out to another YouTube girl, WillworkforLV. I just watched her video last night, and she has a great how all different things fit in her model, and her model is the one with the leather pull but no interior pocket. That is the second model. And then there is the final model, the last final model that is only available now in stores. That is the back zipper pocket with just the hardware, so just the key zipper pull with Louis Vuitton engraved in it and no vachetta leather pull. And inside there is no flat compartment at all. So both of those features, are gone off the current model of the Pochette Metis. That makes 3 different models of this bag, and all 3 models are under the same code. So this is where it causes absolute manic confusion, not only for us who are the consumers and the collectors, but for the SAs, for the sales associates, and the SMs, the sales managers, and for the Louis Vuitton hotline. I don't get angry that they don't really have the knowledge when you call them up. I guess they just completely work off codes. They see the codes, their data systems show the codes, and they can tell you, yes, it's in stock, no, it's not in stock. They're not going to say to you, oh, it's the model without the leather pull, or it's the model with the leather pull. They don't know those things. As Maddie said, the SAs inside the boutiques touch and they feel these bags every day. So some, again, may know this and some may not know these changes because there was not a model code change. And this is the first thing Serena said to me. When I first saw this bag in person, I was in the Rocks boutique and I saw the SA down there, Alita. Hi, Alita. Oh, she's so lovely. She's just like lovely. If you can't get in to see Serena or Josephine or Stella in Bondi Junction, Alita in the Rocks boutique is amazing in Sydney. She showed me this and it was the new model and it didn't have the Vuitton pull or the pocket inside, and I said to her, do you have any of the old model? She knew about the model changes and she said, no, I don't have any old model left, but George Street, the big Maison, may have it. So she knew about them. When I got to Serena, she didn't know about them. So there you can see that in between the essays, the information doesn't really spread and get around. You've got to be very understanding to that point that these SAs, sales associates and sales managers, have huge stock to take care of, huge amounts of different styles to track and know about and know the knowledge. Yes, you and I do this as a hobby, so we do know the knowledge. Serena told me yesterday when I saw her in Bondi Junction that she learns so much from us. They learn so much from the consumers and customers who buy regularly, who will let them know of changes to items. So again, sorry, fluff. It is still there. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you will see that it was actually yesterday. I'm not too sure of when this is going to go up, but I was in Bondi Junction, Louis Vuitton, and I posted some items and things and what I was doing there. The night before I went in to see Serena, a shout out to Fashionably Amy. I checked out her channel. I found out how she packs her pochette metis, and she has great videos too. There are so many different videos on how to pack this bag and thoughts on this bag, so I will leave as many as I know below. So you can check those out as well. But Amy has the same model as me, so she has the original as well. So when I went into Serena, I said, can I just see the new model? And she said, sure. Is there a reason? I said, yes. I want to measure the compartment sizes. I want to measure if maybe I'm finding I'm struggling fitting everything in, or, you know, I see people packing them to the brim and just keep packing and packing and packing. And you heard me say in that video, it does hold a lot, but it also doesn't hold a lot. That is because that is my model and Amy's model. Our model has kind of a limit. And the reason is that I did measure each compartment. So the interior compartments, I measured the depth of them. So we got my little tape measure and we measured the internal depth. So the depth of here, the depth of the front pocket, and how much they hold. And between Josephine, who's the manager of Bondi, Serena and myself, we worked out that what the difference is in these three models, or probably just the first original model and the model now, so say the first and third model, is that this canvas, this construction is so much tougher, like stronger, like harder. Like it is a little like trunk. It's like a little suitcase. It is stronger. It is firmer. It just is a lot tougher. When you look at the model now, it's more like that Palace canvas. It's soft, it's mushy. And when you stretch it out, when you open the flap and you stretch out the pockets like so, they have so much more give. Now this isn't a pro or a con. I'm not saying that mine's better because it's stronger or the other model is better because it's softer and you can fit more. It's just what they are. I am so happy that I worked this out with the girls because it was bothering me so much that I would watch these videos and think, how are these girls just piling stuff in and in and in, and to find that out, it just made me so relaxed. I was like, oh, I get it now. I get why, you know, why it's not doing that. So that is another point that you probably want to keep in mind. A really big point you do want to keep in mind if you are interested in this bag is this whole model debacle and original model and middle model and the current model is going to be over. It'll be over within a couple of months, I think. They've stopped making these, obviously, so it's whatever's left and there's pretty much nothing left. So you don't even need to worry about hearing people or myself say this tassel or the interior pocket, because it's all the same across the board. There are a few minor differences which I've just pointed out, but other than that, it's pretty much all the same. I do want to say, however, there was a comment, I did see you, a comment from a subby that the S-Lock on the newer model is a far better function. So thank you so much for that comment. Wait, I don't know if it was on my video or if it was on Maddie's video. Maybe it was on Maddie's video, but I saw it too. And I agree with you. Isn't that funny? I totally agree with you. So you can see that I'm totally impartial. I'm not saying this is better. I'm not saying that's better. The S-Lock on the newer model is much smoother. It doesn't catch. And how I showed you, it flicks open. It's not as easy on the newer model. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. I think the lining is the same on both. It's obviously delicious and plush because it's that microfiber lining. You can see here in the front pocket I have my full-size Emily wallet. In the larger center compartment I have my sunglasses case in the MM. Underneath that I have the mini pochette in Damier Ebene. I have my 4-ring multi-clay in the Black Noir. And in the back slip compartment, I just have my monogram clay, which houses a key fob. And that is all I have down inside. And in the back pocket, I do keep my phone on and off. When I did make the comment that putting my iPhone in the back pocket here made the back pocket bulge, and I felt like the zipper was puckering and starting to sort of stretch out, it's because my canvas, you can see the outline of the phone, is so much stronger. That is something in the new model I probably would have loved, is that it is softer canvas. This will probably relax a bit over time so that the ease of getting items in and out is is just nicer, you know. There's no sort of struggle to get them in and out as they are in the stronger version of this canvas. Again, I did mention that the tassel does color transfer, or not color transfer, but does get dirty. Hopefully if I just hold it there, you can see on my corners there. Shout out to my sweet subby Melissa. She also picked up this exact bag from Bondi Junction after I unboxed it. She picked the other one that I was telling you there was two. She picked up the other one and I picked up this one, so we're twinsies. But she was saying that her tassel has also got a little bit of color transfer on the bottom. This does not bother me whatsoever. Magic Eraser will get that out. Again, my friend Tanya did say there was something that she got her discoloration out of Vachetta out, got it off. Over time this will patina. It does not worry me one bit. I just do want to cover that I did mention in that last how I pack my Speedy Bee is this strap. I was not dogging the strap at all. There is actually no possible way I could, because if you remember my unboxing of this bag and my Montaigne, I told you I adore these canvas straps. I think they are a phenomenal kind of reinterpretation of Vuitton's straps. And the monogram canvas strap is so kind of classy and cool and a little bit, I don't know, chic and understated. It's really interesting. I will, however, still stick to what I said in how I pack that bag, that this is not gonna relax like Vachetta. It's just not. In saying it being stiff, it sits very nicely, and yes, it is really comfortable. A subby emailed me and asked me, is it comfortable? She's a mum of 3. Hi, doll. And she said, you know, she needs her hands free, but she doesn't want it to dig in on her shoulder. Absolutely not. I did mention in that last how I pack my bag that, you know, I did errands and I was running. I really was. I was running through my area to the post office, and it was so comfortable and it was really perfect. The best thing I learned from Amy, gorgeous Amy, is that she keeps her wallet in the front pocket only so that it is quick access. It has made my life so much easier. I just put my Emily or whatever wallet I'm using in there, and then I don't have to fuss around, as I said, like little pochettes and items everywhere. It's just perfect. So yeah, let me just check my notes. I think that is everything I have covered. Lastly, I just want to say, if you are sitting watching this, yes, I know it is long. Again, it's my chitter chatter. If you're sitting watching this wondering, why are you going to so much extent with this bag? Why are you going over it? It's not that big a deal. It's just a bag, or it's just, you know, a choice, just find out. I'm going over it because you work so hard for your money. It's either your job, it's either your inheritance, it's either a gift for your birthday or something, or Mother's Day or something that means so much to you. That is why I'm going over it so much, because your money means something to you. You work hard for it and you want to know about these things. So as much as this kind of purchase might not mean anything to you and you're sitting there going, oh, that's not that much money or whatever, to somebody else it is a really big saving. This bag retails for, in Australia, $1,910. That is it. The large boho Metis bag retails for $2,260. And in America, this bag retails for $1,650 before tax. In some states, I think, check the US website. And the large Metis boho retails for $1,960. Either way, my last opinions on this bag is it is such a good buy for that price. I think Vuitton might clue into that. They might realize that it's a really great item. It's well constructed. As Maddie said, it's in that mid-range of bags, which I think it is too. It is just such an amazing constructed bag. When you feel it, you'll see it's like this little trunk. It's just gorgeous. Obviously the beautiful S-lock feature on the front, the envelope style top flap. For the price you're paying, it is just a great buy. So yes, I definitely say go out and see it. See if it works for your lifestyle, if you can fit it into your lifestyle somewhere, and if it's in your budget as well. Either way, everybody needs to be given a chance and needs to hear about these things, and that's why I've sat here and made this video, because everyone is important, period. In our community, outside of our community, luxury brand community, everyone is important, and I think everyone needs to know what's going on and what the deal is, not just hear something, see something, and yeah, let it unravel from there. So I just wanted to clear it all up and get on here and make a good video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this chitter chatter about the Pochette Metis. If you enjoy these kind of videos, as always, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so, that would be great. And I will see you guys in my next video. Take care, guys. Peace.